No, I can only do 1080. Dizzy Juggler here. We are over Tokyo. For those of you who were on the stream yesterday, what I want to do here is I want to try to do a recording here where we're not streaming, just to give it a fair shot. And I've also connected the internet cable, so we're not going wireless right now. We are connected by cable. And this is what it looks like. I'm going really fast. Also, there was an update this morning to the beta. It was almost 1 gig on the PS5, 1 gig update, and I'm not sure what that was to fix. But it seems, I don't know, to me it seems more stuttery than it was yesterday. But this is what it looks like. Now, of course, I can only record in 1080 with the VR headset on. So I was hoping to get like a better visual here, but 1080 is the limit because of the VR headset, which makes sense, I guess. And I am getting nauseous. I need the bucket. Like, I better stop turning. And anyway, so I've turned up all of the settings, the VR settings, the graphics settings, everything's on max basically. So this is like putting it all to the test, not crash. Putting it all to the test. And I want to give you guys a look at what it would look like when you're not streaming, if that plays a role at all, which I suspect it might. So here we are over Tokyo. It is quite stuttery. And maybe because I'm recording a video too. So I am putting the PS5 through its paces here. Yeah, that is still pretty jumpy. Seems worse than yesterday, to tell you the truth. There was a question yesterday on the live stream about using the mouse and the PSVR2 controllers. So the VR2 Sense controllers are here. We've got a mouse and keyboard and a DualSense controller, so no problem plugging in all of these. I do not use a USB hub. There are 3 normal USB ports plus the small one. So I have the headset, the VR headset plugged into the tiny one, and then the other 3 have mouse, keyboard, and the USB for my Turtle Beach headset. So you can plug in everything all at once. It's still very impressive in my mind. I mean, the fact that we can do this and you can just look around and turn your head instead of having to reach for your mouse. But it's not perfect. It's not flawless. It's not super smooth. And I think in different places at different times, you know, it's better or worse. Ooh, just missed that lamppost. It's still quite amazing. I mean, that road is all messed up, but what do you want? You're not going to, oh, there's, I guess that's supposed to be a Ferris wheel. Yeah, it's got to be a Ferris wheel. That is frunky. Frunky. They really got to stop with those cinematics, the way they spin around like that when you're in VR. Microsoft Asobo, you guys, you got to cut that stuff out. Anyway, here we are in Manhattan. So there she is. So while we make our way over here, I just want to say, listen, I said it yesterday in the stream, for the relatively small investment, it's not bad. It's actually really good to be able to just look around the cockpit and interact with things. And visually, you're just so inside, you know, the immersion is just, it's incredible. And while it has a ways to go, and I don't want to let them off the hook. We went through this with Test Drive Unlimited, Solar Crown, when the beta came out, and we were all like, yeah, it's got problems, but it's just a beta. And then it released, and it was exactly the same as the beta. They made zero changes, zero improvements. I don't want to let Microsoft off the hook here. This is a beta. They better be working hard on it to make it better and get it closer to a really, where it should be. But it's pretty darn good for a beta. One of the really good things I just discovered is, so I've got control of the stick right there. You can see as I move, there's a setting to toggle so you don't have to hold the trigger the whole time. So I've got the stick, control of the stick just by moving my right hand around. But at the same time, I can bring up, for example, the record, save recent gameplay menu, and I can still use the right Sense controller to press buttons outside of the game for the record settings, which is great because in the regular version, when you pop up that menu, I believe you don't have control of your airplane anymore, or in this case, helicopter. So that just happened, and that's really cool. So here is, I believe, Empire State Building. And these buildings, like even yesterday when I did this, like this feeling of just cruising through here is incredible. It's incredible. Despite the shortcomings, it's still really impressive. Ooh, I can feel the G's, the negative G's on my stomach, the positive G's, the lateral G, all the G's. I can feel them all at the same time. Give me the puke bucket. So we're cruising around London town. Again, just trying to give you sort of what we did yesterday in the live stream and doing it again while we're not streaming so we can see what that might look like, if it's any better. Seems pretty similar. Oh my gosh, that was a hard turn. Oh, my tum-tum. Oh, my tum-tum. And the London Eye. See if we can make a turn here. Ooh. No. And we'll do a pass by this Sydney Opera House, just like we did yesterday. So we've basically hit all of the same places we did yesterday in the live stream. Still looks pretty great. The reflections of the sun are pretty amazing there. Forest looks pretty decent. Some of the buildings, okay, some of the forest doesn't look so great, but a lot of it does. That does not look good. The front of that building looks like Photoshop there on some of the buildings. So Sydney, maybe not so great. But overall, the experience is pretty remarkable. Being inside the cockpit of an airliner for the first time and just moving your head and looking around was amazing. What's happening?
Takeoff runway 7 left. Airbus X-ray Golf Sierra.
Okay. Haha. So yeah, the airliners are a problem. It's having a hard time running the airliners. Okay, so I think we're good. Is it gonna blow up? Yep, it's gonna blow up. Just can't run the airliners. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer. Let's see if it crashes again. Oh, it's coming alive. Okay, what I wanted to say was the airliners are spectacular, you know, to be here. Instead of buying all these panels to build, you know, a quasi home cockpit, even if just a couple of panels to put on your desk. To be in here, to be able to manipulate everything. So being in here and being able to look around and touch and interact with most things. Can we do that? We can still open the window, even on the runway. That's pretty wild. Hey guys, what's up? So this is pretty incredible to be able to leaves a little bit to be desired in the precision of control. You should be able to grab both throttles at the same time. There's got to be a way to do it. It's pretty amazing just the first time you come in here and you're inside the cockpit of an A320 or a 747 or whatever you know, whatever you choose. It's surreal, to be honest, to be in here. So my final thoughts on the PSVR2 PlayStation 5, base PlayStation 5 are, it's pretty impressive. First go around, it's quite impressive. You know, not without its flaws. There's still a lot of hankiness to work out. It's kind of clunky at times. Visually, most of the time, it's quite good. But I mean, again, for the low cost, for people who already own a PS5, to buy a VR2 headset is not much money. And to get this kind of immersion, it's, I don't know, it's hard to beat. And we're counting on Microsoft and Asobo to make improvements over time. Hopefully by the time this, you know, is released proper, it's even better. But like the rest of Flight Sim 2024, your internet connection is probably the biggest deal. If you don't have a reliable, high bandwidth internet connection, it's just not going to be a great experience. So hopefully you found this helpful. We'll continue putting out more videos as we discover new things. I'm gonna do another live stream. I'll probably keep doing live streams periodically. But like I said, there was an update this morning. Not sure. We'll go look and see what that was all about. But if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Actually, even if you didn't enjoy it, please like and subscribe. We appreciate it. But we'll keep bringing you good content. We're trying our best here to put some decent content. I got a bunch of videos in the works. I've been spending a lot of time in the editing room, and then this VR thing dropped, so everything's on hold right now. But we got some fun stuff coming up. Okay, enough of that. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.